guys, it's Ebony and Alex, and we wanted to do a quick video about Alex's plant. And I guess he can give other kids some tips, right?
Sure.
If they'd like to grow one plant like that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that is?
This is a pothos.
Yes. And how long have you had him?
3 to 4 months.
No, sweetie. You got that plant last summer.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. How do I correct the red eye? I don't know how to do that. Okay.
So that's like almost a year.
That's more than a year. You probably had this plant for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
And how big was it when you got it?
It was like smaller than this.
Okay.
So now that like it's been going through a bunch of changes where the leaves have been like, they haven't been where you look like this where they're all nice and green. On the outside they've been like where you see here, where you see all of the brown spots. They were like all over these leaves, and so I had to like cut them so that they could continue to grow. Like this leaf, it had to get cut because of the fact that like the rest of it was brown. So it needed to be cut so that it didn't just completely get round and then it would go down inside the root. And so I've had to water this most of the time. So that just to make sure that it looks like this, and that if you actually feel the leaf, like this is a tip, if you actually feel the leaf and it feels kind of like a thin piece of plastic, then that's how you know that your plant is doing okay. But if you feel it and it feels like all dry and it's not like smooth on the facings of it, then like you have to make sure that like if you have a water meter at home, then you have to make sure that you put the water meter in here, and if it's dry, you could use it was one thing that you used, like you have to put the wire inside of water and you put the other part inside the pot.
Oh, the self-watering spike?
Yeah,
The watering spike?
You could use those to keep your plant alive if you're always doing things like I am. I don't really have much time to water the plant. So like if you don't have much time and you're always like out and you're always doing stuff, like you could use that. So then make sure that when the plant gets dry, you could get enough water. Also make sure that this plant has a lot of sunlight, because if it doesn't, then it's not gonna have enough energy and it's gonna die. So pretty much what you wanna do is you wanna make sure that this plant has enough light, enough water, and not too much light, cause then like even if you have too much light, then this is like all of the stems and the leaves are gonna end up getting brown, and the whole thing is pretty much just gonna die. So, so mainly what you want to do is keep it in low light every day. Water it every 2 to 3 months, and then just make sure that your plant is looking like this. And then there's one like really big root. If you can see it, it's right here. And it's just like this huge root going down inside of here, but there needs to be a little bit more soil in here because of the fact that the roots are starting to show.
Very good. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Well, can you see any roots coming out of the bottom of the pot?
Yeah, I can. A couple of them are starting to come out.
No, lift the pot up. Down there, do you see any roots? Okay.
So they're still trying to get down to the bottom of the pot.
Mm-hmm.
But I need to put some more soil inside of here, and if it looks like if the soil in here looks uneven, like if you can see it, you see how it looks all uneven everywhere? So if it looks like that, then you need to put more soil in there and pat it down just a little bit so that the roots, like if you're just trying to move the plant around the seed side of it so that the roots don't end up coming up completely. So, yeah. So.
Okay. Well, pretty cool. All right. So you've been doing a really good job with this. Only one suggestion. Water every 2 to 3 weeks, not 2 to 3 months.
Oh, I said that.
Yeah.
What?
Well, that's the only thing. So, all right. Well, let's just say bye, I guess.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks for chatting.